Everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays Frostpunk. I have to give you an apology right off the top. For the last few videos, there's definitely been stuttering frame rate issues. I think I've sorted it out. It's one of those things, it's like the most frustrating way to find out there's a bug or a problem, is it's silent during the production. Like on the video frame, everything has looked totally fine for me the whole time. Then you put the video up and it's like, oh, it's running at, you know, 4 frames a second for part of it. So I hope that this has fixed it, and I apologize, and you know, apologize in advance if it happens again. I hope it doesn't. And I appreciate your patience in the issue. Again, it only came to my attention recently, and I'm very thankful for the fact that the backlog was not outrageous. Now we can get back, hopefully, to focusing on the real problem at hand. Which, at this point, is, is that things are looking a little spicy, okay? It's minus 60. So it is it's the work day. Were we getting ready to do difference engine? I think we were getting ready to work on difference engine. Let's look at our economy briefly. We basically can't afford to touch our generator right now. We're using like the same amount of coal that we're burning. Trust me when I say I look at this and I see it's cold. Don't get me wrong. We also have no workers in the factory. Oh, because we didn't want to make prosthetics. We have 30 people with no jobs? Really? I guess we did just have a bunch of people like show up. So we definitely want workers to be working. That much is, you know, we're aware of. Many of them probably will not go to work. Simply because of the fact that it's too cold today. And I honestly can't really blame them. I can't really blame them today. I'll level with you. I don't know if we're getting to generator level, or to research level 4. I think, will you work with me on this for a couple of days? I know we've got idle engineers. I don't have anywhere to put them, really. I think that we really are just going to have to eat it for a couple of days. And I hate to say it, because it's very unfortunate for me as well. I'm trying to look at things we can build without using steel, because steel is in a very tight spot right now. I don't even know if we have a second. Well, we have 2 steelworks already running. Yeah, like all I could think of is maybe. No, a house still costs us, and we don't really want to replace yet. Hothouse insulation, hunting tactics, hunt house? I don't think that's what it's called. Infirmaries will employ fewer people. Flying hunters. I don't know. I think we really do want to try to get our generator efficiency, but it's going to require 75 steel, which is very tough, to be honest. You know what we can do? Because we're about to, in 4 hours, we're going to have more people show up, right? I think we're going to have to get ready for them first. So as much as I hate to say it, I think pretty much immediately we should remove our steel, which I understand you're probably like, you just said we needed more. True, but I want to add more people to the population here, for one. We're not going to take everybody. I think we're going to be stuck only taking in healthy people, which is, you know, a big feels bad man, but it is what it is. I think you just gotta accept that these next few days are not gonna be utopian society. You know, this is gonna be pretty nasty. Hopefully, I'm just watching like the future, and I'm looking at it and I'm going, man, oh man, I hope at some point we get a little bit of warmth coming our way. Maybe yes, maybe no. On the bright side, I think we have dealt with the upstream problem of We're doing so well on food, dude. I think we have dealt with the upstream problem of, you know, new population arriving in 4 minutes. I hate 10 people, 60 people, 50 of them gravely ill. I hate to say it. We will take the 10. Oh, what looms ahead? Sir, we can now clearly see what the refugees were running from. The great frost is coming. Our scientists say they can calculate the severity of the storm from observations. They need a day or two to prepare their instruments and install them at the beacon. Okay. The storm and city readiness. All structures in the city must be connected to the generator with streets, otherwise they will not function. Correct? This is the beginning of the end. A storm is coming, and when it reaches the city, there's nothing you can do but wait it out. The storm moves towards the city, destroying and killing everything in its way. It will bring with it extreme cold. The city has to be well prepared to survive this natural disaster. Beautiful. Well, it seems like we have something to research. Is that like an endgame condition, by the way? If so, I'm stunned that we've made it this far. Honestly, I'm trying to think of what else we could do. Extended shift. People will get more done if they work longer shifts. You can extend the workday in any facility to 14 hours. Causes discontent, but honestly, I know people are going to be displeased about this. However, to have people working overnight, or longer at least, in coal mines, strikes me as being pretty thankful, or pretty useful, I should say. Can't use the foreman. We can use the foreman ability on the automaton. That would surprise me. Why don't we just use one here? It costs us 10 food rations. That's nothing. And then you're really gonna make them. Yeah, I'm gonna make them work for 24 hours. I know they're gonna be displeased. Can I hit you with something? Everything sucks right now, dude. Just learn to live with it, okay? We've only got you on level 1. I think we're doing relatively well in that regard. So we wanted to research something, sorry. We wanted to research, like storm. Oh, there you go. Beacons, stereoscopic lenses. It'll gauge the severity of incoming storms. I think we should stall. I mean, it's about to be minus 70 again. We could really use more steel, to be honest. Hold on. Our propaganda center is reporting that a valuable informer is using her position to blackmail people. Go ahead, lose the informers. I don't want to mess with this too much. I also don't want to raise discontent too much. So I think we'll wait until the shift tomorrow, and we will use a foreman on both of these locations in order to up steel production. I would really like to get generator efficiency up. There's no doubt about it. But I would very much also like to have enough steel to research when the storm is going to end. And honestly, part of that is from like a viewer perspective, to be honest. I want us all to know together how we're doing, if that makes sense. I want us to know, because I think that it's possible when the storm ends, that's like when the... Do you have your heater on? You do, okay. When the storm ends, I think that might be, you know, when you've survived. I'm honestly not sure. Oh, that means the scouts have arrived, right? No, they're 2 hours away. Is that correct? Yes, that is correct. Okay. Dude, we're doing really well on coal. Keep in mind, we're going to burn through that very quickly. Once we get to this minus 70, we're going to have to go up to level 2. We're going to put the generator into overdrive. Scouts have reached the snow cliff. Please explore. What'd you get? 98 rations of steam core and a little wood. I would like you to perhaps go someplace else, because I'd really like you to come back with steel. Steel is now the linchpin, you know? I know we're full on wood. Look, there's lots of stuff that's going on right now that's worth thinking about, okay? Don't get me wrong. This is a bit of a fast-forwardy sort of episode. So it's going to take 16 hours to research everything. That's okay. It is what it is. Today we're just going to let it ride. We just spent 100 wood. Yes, people are... I don't know, we're kind of at a good equilibrium with illness, considering it's -50 and we're sort of deliberately letting people get cold because tomorrow's going to be even worse. This is the moment of truth. Do we have frames? Do we have frames today? Even while it's snowing, it seems like we were doing all right. Runaway child. Sir, a man is here to see you. Do we equip him for the journey to find his child? Stop him from helping to find his child? I'll equip him for the journey. Look, food's not a... I mean, it's always a concern. It's a concern for me, and I have got no problem eating. But I think we can afford to send him out there. We can afford today to be the kind of person we want to be. Okay, step 1. We're using a lot of coal. Find survivors. I hate to say this. Go ahead and send the children to the city. We're really... We're having to make some uncomfortable decisions. It's very easy to just be like, hey, let's escort them. But, you know, we got to think about the... Not just the 30 children we sent. We got to think about the, you know, 100 children that live here. Or the 60 children that live here, you know? Okay. Everybody's like, whoa, beautiful, balmy weather. They've turned the generator on to level 2. Discontent is at an all-time low. Yeah, but, like, we're, like, seconds away from it being -70, dude. Just be aware of that. Okay. Workday's about to start. It's cold. Discontent is rising, which is not surprising at all. People are not gonna like working today. Yeah, we gotta kick this bad boy into overdrive. And then I also, you're not gonna like it, but I think... First off, research is going well, but I think we gotta give you guys another foreman opportunity today. Nobody's starving, so I don't mind if you can't use the foreman ability there today. I'm also very tempted to give you a 24-hour shift, to be honest. And I would also be unhappy with that, okay? I would. I want you to know that that's the truth. But at the same time, I think it's got to be done to make sure we're squeezing every second out of this coal, to be honest. I would love to be the nice guy and not have to do that. I would also love to be the Lord above and be like, hey, these guys already have it tough. Maybe they don't have to deal with a couple of days of -70-degree weather. Unfortunately, that's not the reality of our situation here. Hello. Any chance you guys could kick it into gear? It would be very big for us as a society if we could knock out this research today. I know it cost us 30 rations. Hey, you got to get a catered lunch sometimes during crunch, you know? But we did it. Great stuff, great stuff. The beacon can now gauge the severity of incoming storms. Prove it. Prove it. I guess it'll just tell us when the storm comes, I suppose. So what's the next research? I think we need 2 steel, and then we can research generator efficiency, which will help us out, like, to a staggering degree. We need 2 steel. That should happen in a second. Yo, prepare for the storm. The scientists couldn't believe their eyes. They're double and triple checking. They say the strongest winds of the storm will cause the temperature to plummet beyond anything we've ever experienced before. Hunting will be impossible. The plants in the hothouses will freeze. Everyone left outside the city will perish. And so if we can't heat our homes properly, we will have to prepare. And so will we if we can't heat our homes properly. Okay. But when? When? How much time have I got? Be straight up with me. Okay, hold on. Hold on. There. Okay, here we go. Prepare for the storm. Time left. 6 days. Dude, are we making it to the end of Frostpunk? Even if we lose, just to have made it is like a blessing. Keep signing stuff into law. Extra rations or overcrowding. I hate to say it. We're gonna sign overcrowding into effect. And look, there's some negatives, but at least they're inside. Coal? Yeah, no kidding. It's a little on the low side, huh? Look, I'm gonna level with you. Discontent is gonna get low. 6 days. Rescue survivors? I'm here to tell you that will not happen. Research generator power upgrade 3? That's coming. Food? Gather a total of 2,232 food rations. Are you insane? That will not happen. I don't believe that will happen. That seems impossible to me. Anyway, our scouts are here. All they found are survivors. I'm sorry to say that is irrelevant. Why don't you go ahead and... Why don't you go to research station? Or ice corridor? Yeah, no, go to research... No, go to ice corridor. It's gonna take you 5 days to get there. You know what? Actually, I think you should just go home. I think you should go home. Straight up. Yeah. Scary, but exciting at the same time, wouldn't you say? So we are going to get a few days of mercy. It'll only be minus 60. I'm here to tell you, we will not get to 2,232 food rations. We haven't built the infrastructure for that to happen. If we really, really push it, we might be able to build... I mean, we have a lot of unemployment right now, for certain. We could build some hothouses. It would really help if not so many people were ill, but trust me, I understand why they are. Gather a week's worth of food for each citizen. I'm here to tell you, discontent and hope are going to be at odds. They're going to run into some trouble. Man, we're barely keeping it together, coal-wise. Even with the 24-hour shift. So I'm here to tell you, as soon as the shift starts tomorrow, the other coal mine's working 24 hours again. I know you're not going to like it. I wouldn't either. But I also don't want us all to freeze to death. So difficult decisions will have to be made. We don't live in a perfect world, unfortunately. If we didn't have to deal with any of this stuff, I would be the nicest mayor you'll ever meet. Unfortunately, we do have to deal with this stuff right now. What are you? A public house? I don't care about you anymore. 1 hour of coal left. We're not super off, to be honest. On coal right now, we're not super off. I think the big thing for us is going to be stockpiling enough coal for the generator. So that when it gets really bad at like day 39, which is probably actually, now that I think about it, day 38, right around like one day after that, that's where things are going to be, they're going to be a little spicy. Sorry. Oh, the survivors are... The kids are still coming. Well, we're just kind of letting it ride right now. Difference engine has been researched. That's very important. So our next thing is power 3 for the heater. Oh, which is in... It's all the way at the end. What do we need for that? 100 steel again? Okay, in the interim period, we will research generator efficiency. I hate to do this, y'all. You've still got half a shift left. Bring in as much coal as possible. We can have you work 24 hours tomorrow. I really don't want to get this discontent up to a staggering degree. 1 hour, 0 hour, 1 hour, 0 hour, 1 hour, 0 hour. It's a touch spiced. Wouldn't deny that. We could bring it back down to level 1. But my personal opinion is I would love for the generator to hit 0 coal right as the day is over. These guys are still working. They're putting in an honest, literal day's effort here. It might be enough to make it. Although these guys are going to stop working pretty soon, right? I believe. What do I do with these unemployed individuals, dude? I have to build something for them to work. But where? And what? 0 hours? Coal consumption is 32. We're bringing in 28, and also heaters and steam hubs are taking more as well. Let's give it a shot. Efficiency is 66. Now it's 90. Even the automaton is getting worked to death. Pretty much everywhere is gonna be hot. Let's just put it that way. Can you make an automaton? No, it's gonna cost us coal. Absolutely non-doable. I don't know. I'm torn. Let's put it that way. You know what? What if you spent 10 rations to up efficiency? But you only work until 6, so we would do that tomorrow. And you don't have that much raw food anyway. And if anything, we would rather have the hunters increase their efficiency. Where's the hunter's hut? Yeah, I know it's cold, okay? I'm aware. I'm aware of the chill in the air. Thank you very much. Bunkhouse. I know what the hunter's hut looks like. I feel like I should be able to find it easier. But it's, you know, pebcac. It's an error between keyboard and chair. I thought I built it near the first beacon we built. Yo, we're actually at, like, equilibrium on coal right now. Well, we can afford to speed up time a little bit then. We're just watching the coal. It is dipping, there's no doubt. Let's pause briefly. There's other optimization techniques. If you're not working, heaters can go off. I think you're working, right? So when you're not working, heaters do not have to be on. That has to be on. Cookhouse should probably be hot enough. What are you? You're like a watchtower? Don't care. Workshops? Are those bunkhouses? What are you? Medical post? Okay, sorry. We'll keep those going. Hopefully, that gives us enough to make it through the night. It's gonna be tight. We're at like minus 80 per day. It said the coal would last 30 minutes, but that's like... We're still putting more in right now, because you're working 24-hour shifts. And doing a great job, I might add. And the automaton is helping. He's doing his part. Look, to be honest, It's getting too close. Would probably rather put this bad boy on level 1. I'd rather put it on level 1 and start stacking coal than run out. It pains me a great deal. Because people are going to get mighty sick. But you got to make these tough decisions here. How many days? We only got like 4 days. Wow, five full days in a bit. Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, look, you're kind of preaching to the choir here. It is minus freaking 30. We'll get much better efficiency once we get this research done tomorrow. But I think for now, we're going to call the episode, and I really hope we didn't have any performance issues here. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Will we make it through the storm? I do not know. What I will tell you, with 100% certainty, there's going to be a lot of suffering. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. I've said a great deal. Thanks for your tips, and I'll see you next time. See ya!